I'm like right there. I'm gonna do back. I feel bad for my head.
It's nice and shiny though.
The top of my head.
Yeah.
Like you guys started. There's a candle. Is that okay?
Any volunteer to light a candle?
Brought my own
Anyone there? Thank you. The last candle. Thank you. Please be seated. just wait for a second. Because very special celebration before we start our meditation today. A special celebration we have before we start our meditation. Now.
So before we start our chanting, we have a special ceremony. We would like to use this opportunity to wish happy birthday to a very important good friend. I invite Nancy to come forward. Yes, please come forward here. Okay, this is actually a good opportunity for us to say thank you because you have been helping us to wish a birthday to many people. And you remember others' birthdays and you take initiative to help others to have this ceremony. But today is our chance to bless you. And so it is. We are truly grateful that you found us and then you are part of our community and you have been a loving mom to all of us and to many of us over here. And we really appreciate that motherly care and also your great support, the joy you bring to all of our community. So and you make everything smooth behind the screen. So we really want to appreciate that all the hard work that you are doing to make everything run smooth in our center. So with that deep gratitude, we will chant for you, just like this flower surrounded by the candle surrounded by these flowers, and may you grow in your wisdom like this candle, and may you grow in your compassion like this blossom flowers. So with that wish, we will chant. You can keep it. I will signal when you want to light it. And may the blessings of the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha be with Nancy. May the blessings of the wholesome chant we are doing here be with Nancy, Mudita. And by the power of these blessings, may you continue to be in good health, peace, and happiness. May you able to grow in your compassion and in your wisdom and benefit so many living beings in this world. May Mudita, may Nancy be well, be healthy, be peaceful. Bhavatu sabba mangalang rakkantu sabba devata sabba buddhanubhavena sada sotti bhavantu te bhavatu sabba mangalang rakkantu sabba devata Sambha Dhammanubhavena Sada Sotti Bhavantu Te Bhavatu Sambha Mangalam Rakkantu Sambha Devata Sambha Sanghanubhavena Sada Sotti Bhavantu Te. You can stand up. wish you a happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Wish you- Sadhu. Sadhu. Sadhu.
Before we start our meditation, let us do our regular chanting. Please turn to page number 5 of your chanting book. Salutation to the Buddha.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa.
The three refuges.
Buddhaṃ saranam gacchāmi. Dhammam saranam gacchāmi. Sangham saranam gacchāmi. Dutiyampi buddhaṃ saranam gacchāmi. Dutiyampi dhammam saranam gacchāmi. Dutiyampi sangham saranam gacchāmi. Tatiyampi buddhaṃ saranam gacchāmi. Tatiyampi dhammam saranam gacchāmi. Tatiyampi sangham saranam gacchāmi.
Next page. 5 precepts.
Ānātipātā vēremani sikkāpadaṃ samādhiyāmi. Adinādāna vēremani sikkāpadaṃ samādhiyāmi. Pāmi සික්ඛාපදං සමාදියාමි මුසාවාදා වේරමණී සික්ඛාපදං සමාදියාමි සුරාමේරය මජ්ජ පමාදට්ඨානා වේරමණී සික්ඛාපදං සමාදියාමි.
The opposite page. Affirmative vows based on 5 precepts.
Being aware of the suffering caused by the destruction of life, I vow to cultivate compassion and learn ways to protect the lives of all living beings. Being aware of the suffering caused by exploitation, stealing, and oppression, I vow to respect the property of others and to practice generosity by sharing my time, energy, and material resources with those who are in real need. Being aware of the suffering caused by sexual misconduct, I vow to respect my commitments and those of others. I am determined not to engage in relations without love and long-term commitment. Being aware that words can create suffering, I vow to learn to speak truthfully and develop peaceful, kind, and meaningful speech. Being aware of the suffering that an intoxicated and agitated mind can produce, I vow to develop mindfulness and meaningfulness.
Next page. Homage to the Buddha.
Itipiso bhagava arahant samma sambuddho Vinjācarana sampanno sugato lokavidu Anuttaro purisa dhamma sarati Santa deva manussanam buddho bhagavati.
Homage to the Dhamma.
Svakkado bhagavata dhammo sandrittiko akaliko ehi passiko opanayiko panchantam veditambo vinyuhi.
Homage to the Sangha.
Supatipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho Ujupatipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho Nyāyapatipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho Samīti patipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho Yadidam chattari purisa yugani Anta purisa pungala Esa bhagavato sāvaka sangho Ahuniyo Pahuniyo Dankiniyo Anjavikaraniyo Anutteram Punyakentam Lokassati. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Next page. Offerings. Offering of light.
Ganesaram padintena Dīpena tamadang sina Tilokadipang sambuddhang pujayami tamunudang.
Offering of incense.
Gandha sambharayuttena dupenahang sugandhina pujaye pujaniyam tang puja bhajana muttamang.
Offering of flowers.
Vannegandha gunopetang etang kusuma santatin pujayami muning tassa silipada saroruhe pujemi buddham kusumena nena punyena metena labami mokkam pumpang milayati yata idang me kayo tatayati vinasa bhavang.
Offering of water.
Adhivasetu no bhante paniyang parikampitam anukampang upadaya patigam hatu uttama.
Offering of drinks.
Adhivasetu no bhante ilane pancayang imam anukampang upadaya patigam hatu uttama.
Worship of shrines.
Vandami cetiyang sambang sambedhani supatintitang saririka dhatu mahabodhing buddha rupang sakalang sada. Sadhu, sadhu.
Next page. Wish of well-being.
Namaste mano ratenante yang punyahi sandang wipulang alantang tansanu adante
Reflections on the teaching of the Buddha in English.
Mind is the forerunner of all experiences. Mind is chief. Mind made our day. If one is pleased to act with an impure mind, Suffering follows like the wheel that follows the foot of the ox. Mine is the forerunner of all experiences. Mine is chief, mine many are they. If one speaks or acts with a pure mind, happiness follows like on the shadow that you leaves. Generosity, kind words, benevolent action towards others, and equanimity towards all beings and all things. These bonds of sympathy function in the world like the liquid in a moving armor. One by one, little by little, moment by moment, wise people should remove their impurities as a distillate removes the drops. For one who mindfully develops boundless loving kindness, mental defilements are weakened and the freedom from pain is seen. All conditioned things are impermanent. When one sees with this system, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification. All conditioned things are unsatisfactory. When one sees with this wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification. All things are not self. When one sees with this wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Nice to have you all. Let us make a joint effort today to cultivate this wholesome loving kindness and also the clarity of the mind with mindfulness on breathing. So we are going to sharpen our awareness, our mindfulness, but at the same time, we are also going to grow our wholesome loving kindness. And this is a precious moment in our life that we have got this opportunity to look into ourselves and with care, with acceptance, with forgiveness, we are going to give us an opportunity to grow in these wholesome qualities and then develop more clarity and mindfulness. Whatever the training that we are going to get here is going to benefit so many other beings in this world. So whatever skills we develop, we carry around the world, and we are going to make others peaceful and happy with those skills. So have more motivation. So this is not only for us, but also to benefit so many other living beings. So with that motivation, rejoice your decision to come here, rejoice your effort you made here to come, and then make a determination that I will engage in this meditation wholeheartedly. I will use this time, I will use this conducive environment, this guidance, and I will engage in a committed practice. Make that determination now. With that determination, let us listen to the sound of the bell and to the chant and help ourselves to come to this moment, feeling our body as it feels to us right now, observing exactly how our body is sitting, sensation with our clothes and chair. Let us try to be in the body throughout the bell and the chant.
Dear spiritual friends, take a moment to listen to your mind. You can still listen to the sound of the chanting resounding in your mind. With that soothing sound of the chanting, let's settle down right here and relax. Relax your body, adjusting your body into a comfortable meditative posture, keeping your upper body somewhat upright, chin parallel to the floor, and you can keep your both eyes closed gently. Both palms are resting on your lap, right palm on the top of left palm. Being in the sitting posture, relax your body, feeling the entire body, all the parts of the body. Acknowledging all the sensations, any feeling that you have in your body. Relax. Feel your whole body from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. From the tips of your toes to the tips of your fingers. Feel each and every part of the body and relax. Feel your feet, your lower legs, your upper legs, your back muscles, belly muscles, chest muscles. You can feel how the muscles are pressed where your body meets the cushion or the chair. Feel that pressing sensation in your body. And you can feel the touching sensation of the clothes that you are wearing wherever in your body. Feel your both shoulders and relax. Feel your upper arms, lower arms, palms, fingers and fingertips. Your fingers are touching each other. Feel that touching sensation. Any warm sensation in between your fingers? Just feel and acknowledge them. Feel your neck area. When you bring your awareness to feel your neck area, you can feel the weight of the head on your neck, keeping your neck straight. Feel your neck area, your facial muscles, your forehead and top of your head, and relax your entire body. Be with your body right here in this present moment. You are here. With that awareness, now you can slowly move to observe your present mind. What is really happening in your mind right now? Different types of thoughts are occurring in your mind. Let them occur. Observe all these thoughts without judgment, without going to cultivate any of these thoughts. Just observe all these thoughts and notice them. You may have pleasant thoughts and unpleasant thoughts as well. Some thoughts are wholesome, some thoughts are unwholesome. Some thoughts are related to past. Some thoughts are related to future or present. That is how your mind functions. Thoughts are arising. That is the nature. With this understanding, now you are going to cultivate wholesome thoughts purposefully. You are going to generate wholesome thoughts. You have that capacity in your mind. You have that potential within yourself. In this meditation, we are generating thoughts of loving kindness, loving kindness, loving friendliness, the universal friendliness, thoughts to wish everyone else to be well, to be happy, to be peaceful, wishing goodwill for all beings. It's such a beautiful thought which makes our mind purified, peaceful and calm. Let's mindfully and purposefully generate loving kindness within ourselves. Mindfully listening to the guidance. Let's be with loving kindness. Let's fill our heart with loving kindness. First, think about yourself, the person sitting right here. This being deserves loving kindness. Genuinely, extend wishes of loving kindness towards you, your mind, your body, your life. Repeating the guidance in your mind, cultivate loving kindness genuinely towards yourself. May I be well. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. Be peaceful. Be peaceful. May I be safe. Be healthy. Be healed. Be healed. Be healed. May my mind be well. Be healthy. Be healed. Be peaceful. Be peaceful. Be peaceful. May I have a happy mind. May I have a happy mind. May I have a happy mind. Generate loving kindness more and more, and you can radiate your loving kindness throughout your entire body, into each and every parts of the body. Fill your body with loving kindness. May this body be healthy, be healthy, be healed, be healed, be healed. Radiate your loving kindness into the skin of your body. The skin, the largest organ of your body. Radiate loving kindness throughout the skin. May the skin of my body be healthy, be healthy, be healed, be healed, be healed. Penetrate in the skin, radiate your loving kindness into the muscles and the bones of your body. May the muscles and all the bones of my body be healthy, be healthy, be healed, be healed, be healed. Radiate loving kindness into all the internal functions, all the systems and organs of your body. Deeply appreciating the support of all these functions, organs, and systems of your body. Radiate loving kindness. Appreciate the support. Even right now, in this moment, they are functioning for you. Deeply appreciating that support. Feel loving kindness throughout all the functions, all the systems, and all the organs of your body. Feel all the systems, the respiratory system, the vital function of the body, the cardiovascular system, cardiac muscles, the digestive system, the genitourinary system, the central nervous system, peripheral nervous system, the immune system, all the organs, including the sensory faculties, the brain, the eyes, the ears, nose, tongue. Deeply appreciating the support of all these functions, systems, organs. Fill your body with loving kindness. May all these systems, internal functions, and organs of my body be well, be healthy, be healed, be healed, be healed. May I have a healthy body. May I have a healthy body. May I have a healthy body. Observe your present mind. It's full of loving kindness. Your body as well. You are full of loving kindness. Now it's time to expand your loving kindness beyond yourself. The same genuine wishes of loving kindness to all other beings. The loving kindness you are generating is genuine, it's boundless, no limits, without exception. Now let's extend all these wishes, the same wishes to all beings. Let's start from here, wherever you are meditating. Think about people who are staying close by you right now. Let's share our loving kindness with them. You can think about these spiritual friends who are meditating with you. Extend your genuine wishes for them. Think about your family members, your relatives, friends, neighbors, co-workers. May all of them be well, be happy, be peaceful, be peaceful, be peaceful. May all my family members, relatives, friends, neighbors, co-workers who are in my life, all of them, be healthy, be safe, be healed, be healed, be healed. Let's expand our loving kindness beyond the circles of the beloved ones to everyone else, not only for humans, to all other beings, visible or invisible, living near or faraway places. There are so many beings, maybe in this neighborhood, in neighboring neighborhoods, in this city, in this world, in this universe, are suffering from hunger, thirst, from many conditions. They are suffering. Let's make our genuine wish for them to be free from suffering, to be happy and healthy. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. Be peaceful. Be peaceful. Let's extend these genuine wishes to every direction, into the direction of the front, back, left, right, above, and below. May all beings living in every direction be well, be happy, be peaceful, be peaceful, be peaceful. May all beings have happy minds. May all beings have happy minds. May all beings have happy minds. Observe your present mind. It's peaceful. You are relaxed with loving kindness. with your peaceful mind. Now you can move to observe your breath. In next few minutes, mindfully be with the breath. Practice breathing meditation as a silent meditation, keeping your awareness in between your upper lip and nostrils, where you can easily feel your in-breath and out-breath. Mindfully breathe in and mindfully breathe out. Taking a deep, slow breath, relax your upper body as a start. Take few more breaths like this and relax your body, keeping your upper body straight, upright. Start breathing meditation until you hear the sound of the bell. In these last few minutes, make your full effort to be with the breath. Mindfully breathe in, mindfully breathe out. Dukkham pattat niddukkha bhayam pattat nibbaya sokam pattat nissoka Untu sabbepi paninu. May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are grieving be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Gently come out of the meditation and gently put your palms together and place them against your chest. And let's take a moment to feel grateful for this opportunity to have this peaceful meditation in our life. And let's deeply feel grateful to all the enlightened masters and the teachers in the past who transmitted this practice, this wisdom, this teaching from generation to generations. And also you can appreciate the guidance and the instructions you received for your meditation. And let's deeply feel grateful to anyone else who helped us today to come to this place to practice this meditation, who arrange and clean this place for you, who are taking care of this center. Let's deeply feel grateful for them. Even these non-living things, including this bell, the cushion, the chair you are sitting on, the device which help to connect to this meditation from home, deeply feeling gratitude and appreciating the support. Let's say sadhu 3 times. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Okay, thank you, Bhante. Any share? Yes.
Talk a little bit about Kundalini energy and meditation.
You should ask that from from a monk of a Vajrayana tradition.
Mm.
Yeah. Yes, actually, in the Vajrayana tradition, and also some in a Hindu yoga tradition, they talk about the energy that is surrounded in our spinal cord, and it's also they also believe in the subtle body. In addition to our physical body, there's a kind of subtle body, and there are different chakras in different parts of the body. And so there are certain sounds and certain meditation that will open those chakras. That's the whole a different explanation of what is happening in meditation. But in Theravada tradition, the that vocabulary, that terminology is not used. And in Theravada tradition, mainly emphasis is on vipassana, which means developing deep insight into our sensations, our body, our thoughts and mind. So Theravada tradition try to not to get into mystic aspect of the experience, and try to be with very realistic side, and help us to get rid of our craving and ignorance. So therefore, I have read about it. I have listened about it. So, but I'm not an expert to explain that. It's not within our training.
Which is more effective in bringing the mind into focus? Is it chanting or focus on breathing?
Maybe both.
I find that chanting is more effective. When I focus on breathing, my mind still wanders.
So maybe you should come and learn some chanting.
I mean, when we listen to you on video when you are in Sri Lanka, the background of the people who are chanting, I guess all night till morning, they don't focus on breathing, they're just chanting.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So it must be more effective than breathing.
Yeah, definitely. Chanting is effective, and also movement. You can also, there can be other things too, and so yeah, but there's there's a disadvantage of it, because because we have to find the chanting, but the breathing is always with you, right? So we can get the support of the chanting whenever it is available, or we can learn to chant, and then use because chanting also involve proper breathing. It's also like breathing exercise and then chanting. So you can learn, chanting also. But ultimately, we also want to go into more subtle, more silent practice. So that is why we start with the chanting to like get the support and bring our mind to that level, that mode, and then go into breathing meditation. It depends also, how our we have different inclination and different conditionings. So some people, even guidance can be bothering. So it depends, what is our conditionings. I'm glad that you find it chanting is helpful, so you can use it as a tool. For some people, may not.
I find that breathing brings focus back in the mind. It involves
sensations and
yes, that's my way of
Yeah.
getting back into it. And when if my mind and it does wander, but go back to breathing, focus comes
Yeah.
back.
So even not during the time of meditation, but even like when we are in the middle of a conversation, or maybe we have to solve a problem, answer a question, maybe you're anxious, you are waiting, for your dentist appointment, and that kind of anxiousness or whatever, and then paying attention to the breath, and even taking deep, long breath, and being aware of the breath can settle us down. But I think his point is what is more effective. Of course, breathing also effective, but what is more effective? There can be so many other things too. That it depends. So we can try. What is really working for us. Okay. Okay. Then let us move to our discussion. So these days we are discussing different episodes in the life of the Buddha, and then try to learn from them, right? You have learned quite a number of episodes, right? One day, even I was sharing when I was in Sri Lanka, and you shared, once, and you are covering the life of the Buddha, different life story of the Buddha. And so today also we are going to share one incident. And this is the time that Buddha was living in a place called Vesali. And it is it is in the northern India, and I was there last November, and after I visited those places, those memories come to me, so Vesali. Actually, now the later one of the most prominent Buddhist university, what we call Nalanda University, was built in the Vesali, but not during the time of the Buddha. It's much later. So he was living in that city called Vesali, and that city is quite important because that's many of the states. There were different kingdoms at the time of the Buddha. The whole India subcontinent had so many small different kingdoms. Altogether, we had 16 different kingdoms. But this the Vesali was the capital city of a kingdom, which is not a monarchy. It is a form of democratic. It's actually a republic. It's a republic. It's not controlled by one king. Actually, controlled by a group of elected officials. So it's interesting. So there were. I mean, even at the 6th century BC, you had this republic system, but not many. But later, actually, the kings became more powerful, and even they took all the republics too and made them into monarchies. But during the time of the Buddha, there were two, right? 2 or 3 Vajjis and Lichavis, and maybe 2 or 3 republic, Malla, right? Yeah, 3. Yeah, 3 republics. But the difference would be like but not anyone can run for the office. Only there were certain families that have right to run for the office. So it's not completely democratic, but some form of republic. Anyway, so Buddha is living in that city, in the Great Wood, and in the hall with the peak roof. So there was a common hall that any ascetics can live. So during that time, those rulers are very, very supportive of ascetics, seekers, religious people. They will have resident places for whoever religious teachers, mendicants or ascetics will visit. They will have a place for them to stay. So they were really welcoming any teacher with any kind of viewpoint. So it's such a liberal atmosphere during that time. Some rulers even built halls that different teachers can come and have a dialogue, even have a debate. There were such places. It was such a welcoming liberal environment. 6th century BCE. So Buddha was living in that hall with a peak roof, and then Venerable Ananda, who was a personal attendant of the Buddha, and he's also one of his cousins actually, who became the disciple of the Buddha. And he woke up in the morning, so he wanted to collect alms. So he took his bowl and then entered the city of Vesali and was going for his alms. And then he saw several Lichavi youths. So Lichavi is the group of people who rule the country, that tribe. So Lichavi youths practicing archery near the town hall. In their main town hall, they were practicing archery. They were shooting arrows from a distance through a small keyhole, shot after shot without missing. They were such a great, shooters. Have you done any shooting? Not yet. Not yet, not the gun shoot, but archery, archery shooting.
Target I shot. My dad taught me on bow.
Wow. Yeah. So you were able to practice to shoot?
Yeah, they're pretty hard to pull back, but yeah.
She can shoot from the bowl.
So the Venerable Ananda saw that these they were trained really well, and of course Ananda himself is also from a warrior caste before he became a monk, and he was also trained in martial arts and all these archeries. So that's why he was interested in this practicing of this archery. So he was so amazed to see that how these youths were practicing. And he said, when he saw that, he thought, these Lichavi youths are really trained, so well trained, in that they shoot arrows from a distance through a small keyhole after shot without missing. So he noticed it, and then so he wandered around and collected food, and then he came back. And after the meal, he went to the Buddha. And and bowed down and bowed and sat down on one side and told the Buddha what he saw. And then after Ananda reported this incident to the Buddha asked, "What do you think, Ananda? Which is harder and more challenging, to shoot an arrow from a distance through a small keyhole, shot after shot without missing, or to take a horse hair, split into 7 strands, and penetrate one tip without another tip through an arrow?" What is more difficult? Take a horse hair, split into 7 strands, and penetrate one tip without another tip. Penetrate one tip with another tip. What is that? Take a horse hair, split into 7 strands, and penetrate one tip with another tip. So can you shoot to a horse hair? Such a thin target, right? Yeah. And then of course it is more difficult and challenging. So to take a horse hair and split into 7 strands and penetrate one tip with another tip. Then Buddha said that Ananda, there's a more challenging and difficult thing to penetrate into. Like penetrate and shoot correct target. That's more difficult one. That is to truly penetrate into the suffering, its origin, its cessation, and path leading to cessation suffering. And that is even harder to penetrate into. So the Buddha is saying that because Ananda was a disciple of the Buddha, he was, following the Buddha and learning. So Buddha is telling that, we have to have such a sharp mind to correctly understand exactly what is the dukkha. Of course, suffering is the translation here, but we know the state of dukkha is a state of dissatisfaction, finding that every time it's not completely okay. This dissatisfaction, this disappointments, and uneasiness, or lack of ease that we all carry, and then truly understand exactly what this state of the mind, and also to truly understand really what is the origin of this state, why this state exists in our mind, no matter what happen, and then what is exactly the cessation of that state, and what is the technique, what is the path to achieve that. Here actually, so this using this interesting example to say that, because we all are familiar with suffering, but do we really understand exactly, what we really mean by suffering? Because most of the time, we try to avoid it, we try to escape it, we try to numb ourselves, right? We are so afraid of suffering, we want to run away from it. We cannot blame anyone for doing that, but we, that's our, that is our effort to run away from it, and hide it and numb ourselves and distract ourselves from that. If we have a difficult experience, difficult thing to sow through, we will, start doing something else and distract ourselves. That is why people start like eating something, like binge eating, right? That's a way of distracting ourselves from the real issues that we have to handle. And the other one is actually to truly understand exactly how this state arises, how this, suffering, this dissatisfaction arises. Because we may encounter suffering, and then we may find out the reason. And most often we find out someone who is responsible for that. We shoot the arrow, but not sharp enough. We don't really get the right course. We always shoot someone else. So that's why Buddha is saying here that it's more difficult than shooting that arrow to the right target, to really understand exactly how this state of suffering, the dissatisfaction is arising in my mind. Either we will find someone else or some other condition to put the blame, because of that, because of him, because of that, I'm suffering. If I get rid of that, I'll be okay. So either we will find someone else, or other cases, you will find, oh, I am the one making all these mistakes. I'm always like that. I'm such a horrible person. And you shoot the arrow to yourself. Again, you are missing the target. You are missing the correct understanding of the real origin of suffering. Buddha said that when you understand suffering as other caused, parankata is also wrong view. When you completely put the blame on yourself, sayankata is also a wrong view. And then who is responsible for them? Of course, we can take some level of responsibility, but when you say sayankata, when you try to put all the blames to yourself, there's an interesting misjudgment or mistake is happening, because you blame yourself for causing this suffering and take the blame. And in that whole process, you unconsciously assume a permanent self existing behind all these experiences, which is not the reality. Whatever the self we are having is also evolving, shifting, changing.
Would that be the teachers of the Father?
Yes, exactly. So then the understanding exactly how this dissatisfaction, suffering arises, we need to understand it as a causal process, as a dependently arising process, as a Parijamapada. So not finding someone else to blame, not blaming to yourself, but to understand that this is a causal process. And of course, there are certain tendencies in us that may contribute to that. But there's no permanent owner to this, all these tendencies to like put a blame on. And understanding this whole situation as a causal product, as a result of a dependent arising process, that helps us to, okay, this is the situation, and then what I had to do, change the conditions. Change one or two conditions that will change the whole experience. So when we are going through any kind of suffering or dissatisfaction or pain, it's very difficult to exactly to truly penetrate into the real causal mechanism of this whole situation. We will either find someone else or someone something else to blame, or we will put the blame and start to self-blame and self-criticize and and then self-torturing. So always like we're missing the target. So that's why Buddhism is that difficult. But doesn't mean that it's impossible. So therefore, we need to understand it's almost like an impersonal way, but of course there are certain things that we can do definitely. Of course, we know that the world is in a constant change, it's always moving and changing, and so that can be one condition that may contribute to our suffering. But the most important one is how our own tendencies, how our attachments and our expectations, or how those things play a role. And then understanding that any mind has those tendencies, and so there are things that I can do to change them. Right, I think so it's understanding as a causal process, dependently arising process is the correct way to understand it, and then try to find, okay, which condition I can change. Most probably may not be the outer condition, but maybe maybe some inner conditioning, inner conditioning. So the Buddha has given craving or grasping and attachment based on ignorance is the immediate cause of suffering. But it is given as as one condition. I mean, it's given. So the craving is given, not a craver. Is there a word? Is there a word called craver? We can say that, right? Yeah. The craving, but not the craver, because we cannot have a permanent craver. Simply craving constantly keep arising, and maybe we can have different crave at a different time. You were crave of ice cream, when you were 10 years old, but now you are a crave of hot dogs, and maybe you are crave of something. So the craver keeps changing. It's a craving that keeps moving. Yeah.
Isn't suffering caused by other people? That's why we have the 5 precepts: not to kill, not to steal, not to lie.
Yeah.
Because other people doing that inflicts it on us.
Yes.
So why don't we shoot them with the
Yes. Yes. Yeah, actually, other people can provide conditions for our suffering. Doesn't mean that other people can cause us suffering. That's an interesting difference between causing and conditioning. So other people can provide conditions for us to suffer, but they don't necessarily cause us to suffer. Of course, physical harm and will be definitely suffering. But let's say other people can cheat on us, other people can lie to us, other people can scold us, right? So then definitely they provide a condition. But how much suffering we experience is not going to determine by them. It's how we take it, what kind of value that we are giving that person. So one person can lie to 10 people in the same lie, but 10 people can have 10 different degrees of suffering based on the way that person is taking it.
And
So-
also, Bhante, if we shoot that person or that people, we are not getting rid of the suffering. We are not destroying the cause.
Of course. Yeah.
Maybe we become more
Yeah.
suffering again and again.
So yes, I think you are correct. Following five precepts, we stop creating more conditions to add more suffering in the world. But just because we practice five precepts, we may increase our peace. We may increase other people's peace and happiness too. But that will not stop their suffering. People find all different reasons to suffer. Yeah. People need it. Huh? I just heard today that the economic the lowest economic level, let's say lowest economic growth and stability in the US is Mississippi, and the United Kingdom has a lower economic growth rate than Mississippi. So in that case, people in this country should be extremely happy that they are doing much better than anywhere in the world. But is that the way that you feel now? People feel that that's not the way people feel. I mean, just to give you yeah. And so people find all different ways to suffer because their tendency of the mind, that is as long as it's operating, whether you are in a perfect place, still you find something wrong with that to suffer.
I have a brother with depression who died not too long ago. And I actually saw him kind of, he couldn't get out of the depression because he became comfortable with the depression. He associated that with his own personality. That became his personality.
Identity.
And so that's, the lesson from that is that suffering is always going to be, there's always going to be things that create some instability or suffering. But when you personalize it, then it really starts to hurt.
Exactly.
I watched him go through that for 6 years before he died.
So, yeah. So we get used to interpret everything negatively. Right, sometimes.
There's a sense of comfort that he found that pain was his pain. And he kind of wrapped himself in it. And he wouldn't let it go. It's kind of a demented way, but that's what his personality, that's what gave him a sense of personality.
Yeah.
That's the confusion.
Exactly.
Sometimes you'll see that with alcoholics or drug addicts. That's their identity. You know? They have this thing. You know? Most people try to avoid pain, and that creates another personality.
Yeah.
Some people wrap themselves in their pain, and that's another personality.
But if we train ourselves to see that, as a dependently arising process, that frees us, right? From, that also gives us the ability to do something about it, but not really, identify ourselves with that. I find that, our expectations, or, our normal level of suffering, our expectations, play a role, inside without our knowing, to create so much suffering in us. And this is very common among family members, among friends, and then, the kind of conflicts we generate, suffering and disappointments we experience is, our unwritten, hidden expectations that we carry. But we don't see it. We always see this other person's, yeah. And of course, just to get an example, when you approach a situation without any fixed expectations, then everything is wonder. When you go with a fixed expectation, and everything is not fitting, right? Of course, in case of family members, friends, and you have to have some level of expectation to operate. But I'm saying that fixed expectation. Of course, today, we celebrate Nancy's birthday, So if you, when you come to the center, if you already had a fixed expectation, okay, my birthday is coming, so everyone should greet me happy birthday. And Bante should prepare like this, he should have red flowers around it, and have this kind of thing. When you come here, it's white flower. So, but so when you have that fixed expectation, of course, we think that, my birthday is coming, I should, that person should call me first thing in the morning, and that person should bring me a cake, that person should be bringing whatever. If you have this fixed expectation, you are waiting for it. Other people may not call in the morning, but may only call in the noon. You are still unhappy because they didn't call in the morning. They still come and visit you. They didn't bring a cake, but they brought you chocolate. But you don't see the taste of the chocolate. You are still unhappy because they didn't bring a cake that you had in your mind. Right? But if you didn't have any expectations, okay, let's see what's going to happen. And anything that is happening is wonder. You're enjoying. Yeah, people are calling. No, that's okay. Somebody called me, somebody give me a gift. So everything we start to appreciate and experience that wonder. The moment that we have fixed expectation, you'll be lose everything, that joy. So I hope that you came with no fixed expectation. Right? So everything should be a joy for you. Okay, so next time when you are in trouble, remember to shoot correctly. Don't shoot the wrong person, and don't shoot yourself. Okay, so let's now move to the next part of the program. Sharing the goodness with others. By coming to this practice today, by engaging in this wholesome practice together, we have generated so much goodness, good merits, good karma in us. We can now share these good deeds with all others. We can invite others to rejoice in this good deed and benefit from our good deeds. First of all, let us recall to our mind our family members, our ancestors who dedicated so much for us, and we will be grateful towards them and share these merits with all of them. May all our departed relatives share these merits. May they be well, happy, and peaceful wherever they may be. Idang minyatinang hotu sukhita huntu nyatayo Idam me ñātinam hotu sukhita hontu ñātayo. Idam me ñātinam hotu sukhita hontu ñātayo. Transference of merits to all other sentient beings. If there's any being in this world who like to share this good deeds, this meritorious deed, may he or she do so. May all living beings rejoice in our good deeds. May all living beings share our merits. May they be well, happy, and peace. Ettavataca amhi sambhatam punya sampadam sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Wish for the well-being of the world in English. May the weather be pleasing. May the people prosper in their lives. May there be peace and happiness in the world. May the rulers be righteous. May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are in grief be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Aspiration. May this wholesome act quicken the liberation of my mind from mental defilements. By virtue of this wholesome act, may I never follow the unwise people. May I associate with good people until I attain Nibbana. Purification. If by body, speech, or mind I have carelessly done wrong, I acknowledge them all in front of the Tathagata of great wisdom and determine to be it. Now we are going to chant the Loving Kindness Sutra, wishing you all peace, happiness, and good health in your life. And this particular sutta was given by the Buddha with great compassion for all living beings. So we will chant the same sutra for you now. May you all receive the blessings of the great compassion of the Buddha. And may you all receive the blessings of the wholesome vibration we are generating now. May you receive the blessings of the loving kindness that you are radiating now. And by the power of these blessings, may you be blessed with good health, strength, and courage to overcome difficulties in your life, and mindfulness and wisdom to overcome all the difficulties. And you may also recall to your mind whoever you want to share these blessings with, your family members, your friends, and share these blessings and wish them all also peace, good health, and happiness. And especially today, we want to extend our blessings to our beloved Nancy Mudita, wishing her continuous good health, wishing her physical strength, and wishing her continuous growth in her spiritual journey. May you all receive these blessings. May you all be well, happy, and peace. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Araniya matta kusalena yantam santam padam abhisamicca sakko joja sojoja sovacho chasamudu anatimani santos sakocha subarocha ampaginjocha sallahu kabunti samprin Vyocha nipakocha කාලේසු අනනුගින්දෝ නච කෘද්දං සමාචරේ කිංචේන විඤ්ඤුපරේ උපවදෙය්‍යං සොකිනෝ වාකේමිනෝ හොන්තු සබ්බේ සත්තා භවන්තු සුඛිතන්තා ඒකේචිපාන භූතන්ති තසාවාතාවරාවා අනවසේසාදීඝාවායි මහන්තාවා මජ්ජිමාරස් කානුකතුලාදිත්තාවායේව අන්දිත්තායේච දුරේ වසන්ති අවිදුරේ භූතාවා සම්භවේසීවා සබ්බේ සත්තා භවන්තු සුඛිතත්තාන පරෝ පරං නිකුම්භේත නාති මඤ්ඤේත කත්ත චිනං කංචේ ව්‍යාරෝසනා පටික සංඥා නාවඤ්ඤ මඤ්ඤස්ස දුක්ඛමිච්ඡේය මාතා යතානි අංකුත්තං ආයුසා ඒක පුත්ත මනුරක්ඛේ එවම්පි සම්ප භූතේසු මාන සංභාවයේ අපරිමාණං නිත්තං ච සම්බ ලෝකස්මින් මාන සංභාවයේ අපරිමාණං බුද්ධං අදෝච තිරියං අසංවාදං අවීරං අසපත්තං තිත්තං චරං නිසිංහෝ වාසයානෝ වායාවතස්ස විගතමින්දෝ ඒතං සතින් අදිත්තේය බ්‍රහ්මමේතං විහාරං විදමාහෝ දෙට්ඨෙංච අනුපගං සීලවා දසුසනේන සම්පන්නෝ කාමේසු විනයගේතං නහි ජාතු ගම්බසෙයං පුනරේති තේන සච්ච වච්චේන සොත්ති තේ හෝතු සම්බදාහේතේන සච්ච වච්චේන සම්බ රෝගෝ විනස්සතු හේතේන සච්ච වච්චේන හෝතු තේ ජය මංගලං සම්බීතියෝ විවජ්ජන්තු සම්බ රෝගෝ විනස්සතු මාතේ පවත්පන්තරායෝ සුඛී දීඝායුකෝ භව භවතු සම්බ මංගලං රක්ඛන්තු සම්බ දේවතා සම්බ බුද්ධානුභාවේන සදා සොත් භවන්තු තේ භවතු සම්බ මංගලං රක්ඛන්තු සම්බ දේවතා සම්බ ධම්මානුභාවේන සදා සොත්ති භවන්තු තේ භවතු සම්බ මංගලං රක්ඛන්තු සම්බ දේවතා සම්බ සංඝානුභාවේන සදා සොත්ති භවන්තු තේ. Let's spend a moment of reflection. Let us recall to our mind whatever kind deed that we were able to do during last few days. Recall to your mind whatever act of kindness that you did, helping someone or sharing what you had with someone, even simply listening to someone, even a very simple act of kindness like giving you away when you drive, opening and holding a door for someone. Just recall such an actual incident to your mind. Let us rejoice in this opportunity to be kind. On this day or in the past, if I have done kind deeds to other beings, with my body, speech, or mind, whether great or little, here before the Buddha, I call to mind those kind deeds and let my heart rejoice. I rejoice in those kind deeds, appreciating the opportunity to be helpful to others. I rejoice in those kind deeds, wishing more opportunities to practice compassion. I rejoice in those kind deeds, resolving not to compare myself with others. I rejoice in those kind deeds, and glad to share this joy with all beings everywhere. May my kind deeds relieve the burdens of other beings. May my kind deeds shield me from all dangers and pain. May my kind deeds and merits that come from them help me in freeing my heart. Let us now recall to our mind whatever kindness we receive from others. Think about an incident that someone else was kind to you, helped you, or you heard or saw some kind deeds of another. Let us rejoice the goodness of others. On this day or in the past, if I have seen or heard of the kind deeds done by others, with their body, speech, or mind, whether great or little, here before the Buddha, I call to mind those kind deeds and let my heart rejoice. I rejoice in the goodness of others, being always ready to praise kind people and follow their example. I rejoice in the goodness of others, appreciating that there are many good-hearted people in the world. I rejoice in the goodness of others, expressing gratitude for any kindness done. May the kind deeds of others bring safety and happiness to many living beings. May the kind deeds of others foster gratitude and fellowship among many living beings. May the kind deeds of others nurture goodness in me and many living beings. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So nice to have you all today, and also thank you very much for people who join through our YouTube. Appreciate your participation, and thank you also people who brought food items for our food to donate our local food bank, and appreciate your effort. We'll be delivering those food items during the first week of April, so we still have another week to collect all the non-perishable food items. Thank you.
You said that there was a list.
Yes,
Where is the list?
I sent an email, maybe not to you. Yeah, yeah, I will send it that to you. Yeah, we contacted the Westia Food Bank and got the list that they wanted.
Oh, okay.
I will email you. Yeah, thank you, everyone. Yeah, good night.